you can be away. So yes, uh, let's start. So what is crypto staking? Crypto staking is basically pack aside or lock up a certain amount of crypto, whatever crypto you may want to, whether it's a US stable coin, whether it's BTC, whether it's Ethereum, whether it's whatever. But most of it will be ones that as the runs on a proof of stake mechanism or system. Blockchain or cryptocurrency blockchain has two main operating systems. Let me put it this way: operating systems. Some simple way, you may understand them. Operating systems. And the first one is mining. And an example of the cryptocurrency in the mining sector is Bitcoin. Mining, or some will be like, for example, Pinet number Mint. Mint is another way of mining. I mean, the smallest version of mining. Uh, that is the process of distribution of the tokens or the coin into in the network to users. The process that's called mining. Okay, that's another area of its own where so people like lugum this lab I'm planning time long explanation law how the mining works. But for us this morning, for the purpose of this presentation, mining actually is done by big companies, and you have to set up big computers. Like what most specificity is, just all computers. You set it up and then you allow the process of mining. Uh, what it happens is that you set up big computers for hashing. Yeah, there's hashing capability, so that the transactions, send and receive transactions on the network are being approved or validated on the network through these computers, and then you get compensated for entering those costs or allowing approving those transactions. So that's basically mining. Now let's get back to staking. Why I'm talking about mining is because in the crypto space, there are two sustainable ways people generate revenue. One is mining. You set up mining machines, which are computers, and the constant power supply, so that this machines runs the nodes that approve or validate transactions, and then you get compensated for approving. So in other words, in the simplest way, kind of small bank, yeah. Bank Kina Bank, na BSP, na the banks, the local banks that we know, what they do is they charge certain transaction fees. Like I know, so you may like usually on money or internet banking or from Kina Bank to Westpac, there's a 50 toya transaction fee. Now there's a 50 transaction fee. EMSA go Kina Bank if you're using Kina Bank. Now BSP, let's say I'm charging 1 Kina. So 1 Kina EMSA go every transaction law or customers EMSA go BSP, because they are providing that service for us to store our money and send and receive. Now on a blockchain, it's the same idea, but this money, 50 toya or 1 Kina, is not going to a company or an individual. It's going to a network where people participate to earn. And that's a very interesting part and very important part that we need to understand. We need to know as a basic information. We need to know when we have the interest to stake, or when we interest to participate uh, in crypto space, either stake or mining. So that's what it does when it comes to mining. So lo mining you salem one you salem or you also you set him up computer and you allow him, you validate him, you approve him that you don't actually do that, but computers does that, and those specific computers have this hashing capability that you install. Mining computers there you can buy it and you can install, but in PNG it's unlikely. People have tried, it's not working because of unreliable power need to be constant supply, so that uh, M can be able to so M can be able to allow transaction to flow through those machines and validate. And once it's validate, you get tokens, or not really tokens, but you get those sorry, hang on. Let's Crystal, but you can mute him yourself. Your background is. Let me see how I can mute yourself. Mute you. Oops. Sorry. Crystal, can you be able to mute yourself, please, so that we can proceed? Let me see how we do that. I just did that, but I'm just oops. How do we do that? Can you mute yourself, please? To avoid your background noise, can you mute yourself, please? Crystal, are you listening? But you can mute him yourself. Okay, now I see. I see the button. Sorry, I was just okay. Now I did mute you. So if you can't do that, I'm muting you from here. Okay, now let's go. So, yes, Crystal, I am breaking up because I was trying to mute you because you have your background give us a lot of noise here, unnecessary noise here. But anyway, I muted you, so thank you very much. Okay, let's continue. So that's a little bit about little bit information about crypto mining. What mining and mostly on a Bitcoin network mining. Okay, now staking. Staking is allowed by the Ethereum system, which is called proof of stake. Okay, well, mining is proof of work. That system is called proof of work. POW, proof of work. Okay, on proof of work system, on network, it's mining. On proof of stake network, on cryptocurrencies that run on a proof of stake network, it's now staking. Now, our interest is now to know about staking and how we can stake and how we can earn through staking. That's the thing that we wanted to know. We wanted to learn this morning, and the purpose of this session today. So let's go. Uh, the crypto staking is basically you will be putting aside certain cryptos or crypto assets. You lock up or you park over a certain period of time, and some platforms or some exchanges will allow that for you to do that. They create a liquidity pool for you to uh, supply your asset that becomes part of the liquidity pool. And once it's become a part of the liquidity pool, people who are using the network be able to use your crypto asset and then pay back with interest. They don't do it basically, but the system does that automatically. It's part of the transaction that happens. So awesome pasta mitoge lo bank you make guy like Salomon blah 50 to 200 kinangolo Kinan Bank, from Kinan Bank to another BSP account. There's a 1 kina or kina to kina is 50 toya. That 50 toya or 1 kina transaction fee will go to bank. Now in here, that kind of fee is what is known or collected through the activities of mining for Bitcoin and others, and staking for crypto assets that run on a proof of stake network. So where does this transaction fee goes to? Because on a crypto network or blockchain system, yes, there is a fee for transactions, every transactions. And where does this goes to? This goes to network participants. For the case of staking, it goes to the network participants that time you put in say $500 of BNB coin, Binance chain coin, you stake for 30 days as an example I'm giving. Now that $500 will be now taken to a liquidity pool and parked there for transactions for to pick up to use it. I'm also going to loan eh. And once I'm picking up now, the system uses it and it pays back with interest. It pays back with interest. That's how you generate the revenue by staking. And for those of us who are doing staking, or an example of the staking we will see today is Fortune Protocol. Now, that Fortune Protocol staking opportunity is one example, but there are other places, there are other platforms, there are other exchanges, there are other opportunities, there are other smart contracts that you can be able to engage in crypto staking. And this is how it works and how it pays you, or how it pays you. So eating him. So all man by plenty, but hey, mean by him money blow me, mean by him or something like how mean by put him now and by generate meeting. We these are genuine questions, we have to know. Oh, so me put him there's la $100 blow me, there's la $200 blow me, there's la $500, $1,000 blow me. But how actually it generates money? Eating how actually it works. That's part and you may need to understand it. Now, this is the reason why me say Tok plenty too much lo. You me got seminar and slow something here. Because I want people who wanted to participate in the crypto space to understand these things. Also me toge. Also now me toge. Fortune Protocol is one example, but there are others. There are others. You can be able to explore this one and make revenue. That's what the rest of the world, people around the world are doing. So you can be able to do that. So firstly, we have to understand how this work and how the money is actually generated. That's the first and more important thing that we as people who are interested in this space need to learn and to understand and to appreciate. Now, okay, and now we are sure. We are sure that what is something we are sure what is happening. We are sure whether something is going right or is going wrong. We know actually what is happening. Me plan bypass that na somebody have to do this for us and karam go na put him within 1 hour or 24 hours or put him going jet na put him going jet one blood 30,000 going jet one blood and some money making machine, and then they give us with 30,000 to 5,000 they give us 30,000 within 24 hours or within 2 hours or whatever the time span is. This also something will come up lo Facebook na nila all scam all gaman pasin eh. Okay, having said that, the mess or one something go on, I didn't realize it. It came to my attention uh, a couple of times ago, so I will have to do a video about this one and help our brothers and sisters not to get involved in this one because that's a scam. So what we're saying here is a sustainable opportunity in crypto space that you can decide how much you want to stake, and then with how much you stake, you get revenue or you get reward from that. Big blah, leak over time. That's reasonable because nothing is free in this world. Unless something where you put him going to generate big money. Suppose all the was you become a millionaire or crypto, na crypto, about them. What I would say is like depends on how you understand and depends on how effort you and how you navigate in the system. You cannot just put that little money in there and just expecting it to automatically give you something big and then you become a overnight millionaire. That's impossible. That doesn't the world doesn't work in that way. Kau dem no creating world lo tlagan we. Creating lo mi plan by hard work na kaya. Tingin if you want to be if you want to benefit in a big amount or with with a bigger profit, well, you have to work hard. You have to, and one of the things that you have to work hard is or you have to work hard, or how you're gonna work hard is you have to understand how these things work. Understand how these things work, and then you can be able to participate to generate your revenue by increasing by multiplying it, by diversifying it, putting in plenty of waname, plenty of different waname, and put your eggs in different baskets, collect. There are many ways, but this has to come with your effort, your determination, and your commitment. It doesn't just come free overnight for anyone. Uh, I hope every one of us is listening. So put one if you are listening. Put two if you're not listening because of the network or me. I am breaking up or because of some problem. Thank you, Crystal, because you had a breakup before, but now it's clear. Thank you. Thank you, Miti. Okay, thank you. So, yes, so that what it is. So, crypto staking is basically the concept, the process. You need to understand it. For those of us who are doing fortune protocol, and for those of us listening us now, and if you want to do fortune protocol, okay, you can. You can. I have my contacts in this account, so you can go to there. You can either send me an email or WhatsApp me, and inquire how you can join. That's one way that's one opportunity of about crypto staking that we are conducting seminar in Port Moresby, and we are sharing with the rest of the Papua New Guinea. But what I like to say today this morning is that this basically the concept of crypto staking, how people are making money or generating revenue or collecting rewards once they stake their crypto assets. It is not only on what we're doing, Fortune Protocol, but you can do that on Binance. I have ebooks before. Since 2022, 23, 21, I have created ebooks about 90 pages, how to stake on Binance, where you can read, you can buy it, and you can actually stake on Binance or any other exchanges or any other platforms that allow staking. Or basically what staking does is they create a liquidity pool in which put your money in there or your asset, and it becomes part of the liquidity pool. So that liquidity pool, they call it liquidity providers, and you become the liquidity provider by putting your amount of asset into there. So all line law around the world, they also put it in there. So they am sa stop long liquidity pool. Kano sa bla lake wara em stop. Em you blow up mo liquidity tap lo wara going to the lake now. And you will be part of that liquidity supply. Now you open him liquidity tap lo, you put him on $100, $200, $300, or even 500, 1,000 amount that you feel comfortable or put him, you put in there, and uh and you any reward lab stop. And those others who wanted to use for transaction. For example, let's say if you are staking with BNB or Binance chain, BNB. Okay, this like BNB token or coin it's for Binance, and then they use it for transaction on the network. Now, if you stake against BNB with your US dollar, mostly it has to be a stable coin against a another for the purpose of staking. So, as an example, if you stake BNB, Binance Smart Chain token against your USDC or USDT dollar, and if you do that, and what it does in the liquidity pool is that anybody and everybody or anybody and everyone that is doing transactions on the BNB network, and tamem needing this liquidity uh, amount or welcome transaction, it will come to that liquidity pool where your asset is being packed. It will use yours and others as well, and then uh, that time by welcome in a certain period of time, like kind of some, I still make him now, and by using narpla na using narpla lo happen, and by kissing and by paying you. It's kind of like the concept of loan. You lose him long man by using and then pay back on time interest kind of some. That's what it does. It does systematically. And in here, it is by decentralized exchange. So you know what on man by approve him validate him this transaction blue. It has to be automatically done on a decentralized exchange. And in here in the fortune protocol that we're doing, it's a pancake swap. So we can see how many liquidity pool on there. And currently, this morning I saw there's about 35 million, uh, 35 million asset of liquidity pool on fortune protocol. Existed for the last 40 days plus, and currently the liquidity pool on fortune protocol is 35 million. Now that 35 million is a growing figure. It's a growing figure of anyone who is becoming a liquidity provider. If you join, what happens is systematically you will be seen as a liquidity provider. Your asset will be packed into that 35 million, and then it will pay you back over a period of time. So it pays you 1%. If you put in $100, it pays you $1 per day. If you put him if you stake him $200, it pays you twin it pays you $2 per day. If you stake him $500, it pays you $5 per day, and the list goes on. If you put in 50, it's 0.5 every day until for the next 200 days. Okay, so that's an example of crypto staking, and we are just discussing crypto staking here. So um, anyone got any questions, you can ask in the comment section below, and we'll see how we go. If anyone got a question, you can ask below. Any questions? Okay, Lugosum.